Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 143 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians come into the game at 68 and 74, one game back of the Minnesota Twins, and the Angels come into the game at 69 and 73, 3.5 games behind the Oakland A's. And as promised, I'll go ahead and show you what the simulation standings look like for the entire league. This is after September 8th. The Red Sox have a 4-game lead over the Blue Jays and 5.5 over the Yankees. On the left, you will see the replay stats. On the right, you'll see the real season's figures. Done well with the Yankees and Red Sox so far. The magic number for the Red Sox is 17. The Twins actually have the exact record that they had in the real season with a 1-game lead, although the Indians have, of course, underperformed. The Tigers are 3 games back of the Indians. And the A's have a 1.5 game lead in the AL West at 73 and 70. And the Blue Jays have a 1.5 game lead on the Yankees for the wild card. It looks like it's going to be whoever is second place in the division for the AL. All right, we'll flip it over to the National League. While the division races are not close, the wild card race sure is. I'll pull that up in just a second. The Mets have a 9.5 game lead on the Braves with the magic number of 11. The Cubs have a 12.5 game lead on the Reds. Magic number there is 9. So I'll be kind of keeping an eye out when that gets down to like 5 and start playing their games on hyper fast scoring. The Dodgers have an 8.5 game lead on the Padres. Magic number of 13. And the wild card is wild and woolly. We have the 2 teams, Braves and Reds, tied at the top. And then you have 5 teams within 3 games of that, so it's going to be a fun finish. All right, and for today's matchup on the mound between the Indians and Angels, final game of a 4-game series, we have Jered Weaver for the Angels and Aaron Laffey for the Indians. Now, Laffey on the replay, 0-2, 21 2/3 innings pitched, 19 earned runs allowed, 11 walks, 10 strikeouts, and a 7.89 ERA. For the real season, he was 2-1 with 27 1/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs allowed, 6 walks, 14 strikeouts, and a 5.93 ERA. And the lineup for the Indians, leading off and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. Playing second is Drupal Cabrera. Batting third, the designated hitter, Travis Hafner. Cleaning up and catching is Victor Martinez. Batting fifth and playing first base, Ryan Garco. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting seventh and playing left field is Kenny Lofton. Batting eighth and playing right field is Franklin Gutierrez. And batting ninth and playing third base is Casey Blake. Same lineup as yesterday. Angels lineup is a little different. We'll get to that. But defensively for the Angels, from right to left in the outfield, in right field is Juan Rivera. In center field is Reggie Willits. And in left field is Garrett Anderson. First to third on the infield, at first base is Casey Kochman. At second base is Howie Kendrick. At third base is Meisteris Turris. At shortstop is Orlando Cabrera. And the main change for tonight's lineup, behind the plate catching and future Indians stalwart, Mike Napoli. All right. And we'll get started with the actual gameplay here. Leading off and, of course, playing center field, Grady Sizemore. On the replay, 269 average, 14 homers, 57 RBIs with 37 stolen bases. On the real season, he was 273 with 23 homers and 72 RBIs with 30 steals. And here's the pitch to Grady Sizemore. And a 4-7 against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Asdrubal Cabrera, 225 average, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, a little way better on the real season, 308, 2 homers, and 10 RBIs. And a 3-7 ground ball to second, and that's 2 away. And here's Travis Hafner, 245 average, 29 homers, 86 RBIs. On the real season, 257 average, 21 homers, 87 RBIs. And a 410 against a lefty is a catcher X. Napoli is a 3. And a 4. I will ignore the pass ball result, but Hafner pops it up. And Napoli will catch it in fair territory, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the top of the first. And we go to the bottom of the first. Indians nothing, and Angels coming to bat. And Reggie Willett's now up. .212, and against the lefty, ground ball back to the mound. And Laffey retires. Willett's, here's Meister's Turris. 3-3, and that's into right field on a bounce. And Meister's Turris is on. They will hold him on. He'll be a 1-10 to steal. And they will hold him on, but they'll try to let Cabrera get him over. 2-10. Popped him up, and the second baseman, Cabrera, puts it away. 2 down. And they will try to steal his Turris. 50-50 chance to try to get into scoring position. Here's the throw from Victor Martinez. And he is in there just ahead of the tag. So, and 1-13 and 3 for taking off for being held on as a B stealer. There's Garrett Anderson running on second. 2-9. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Fly ball, right field, back to the warning track, to the wall, Gutierrez, and that baby's out of here. It would have mattered if he'd have been caught. But home run for Anderson, and it's 2-0 Angels. And brings up Howie Kendrick. 4-6, and against a righty, that's into left field. And a base hit for Kendrick. And here's Juan Rivera. 6-6, and that's against a righty. That's over. Like, it splits the gap between Lofton and Sizemore. And Sizemore gets it back into second. They'll keep Kendrick at third, but let's hope it doesn't start going downhill quickly for Mr. Laffey. Second and third with 2 outs. Brings up Rob Quinlan. And a 5-6 is a fly ball, center field. And Sizemore puts it away. That will retire the side. The Angels do get 2. And after 1 inning, it's the Angels 2 and the Indians nothing. And Weaver will face the middle of the order, Martinez, Garco, and Peralta. And Martinez on the season. 309 average, 31 homers, 106 RBIs. On the real season, 306 average, 21 homers, 101 RBIs at this point. And a 6-7 switch hitter batting left-handed. And that's into center field for a hit. And they will not hold Victor Martinez on. Here's Ryan Garco on the replay. 264 average, 18 homers, 56 RBIs. On the real season, 292 average, 16 homers, 52 RBIs. And a 5-4 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie Willett's, a 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3 is into center field for a hit. And a 5-5 is to center field. And there is Reggie And he does a nice job of cutting it off in the gap, holding Garko to a single. Moving to third is Victor Martinez. A 1, 2, or 4 would have been a double, but got lucky and got the 3. But runners on the corners for the Indians. Here's Johnny Peralta. Peralta on the replay, 248 average, 22 homers, 70 RBIs. On the real season, he was 272 with 18 homers and 67 RBIs. And a 5.5 is a shortstop X that will be out of range for the shortstop Cabrera. And he is an E12. So 5 to 10, they will turn 2. The Indians will get a run, but no RBI. And there's your 10. So ground ball to short. Nice play by Cabrera. Goes to second to get Garko. Double play. Run scores. No RBI. And it's now 2 to 1. Angels lead. Base is empty. 2 down. Here's Kenny Lofton. Kenny is an Indian. 299, 1 homer, 11 RBIs. On the real season as an Indian, 301 with no homers and 12 RBIs. And a 3.7, he gets another base hit. And let's see, Napoli has a 0 arm. So 1 to 13. I think we'll take off here. All right, 1 to 13, and Lofton will be in safely. And a 7, and he steals it. So stolen base for Lofton. And here's Franklin Gutierrez. Gutierrez, 267 average, 18 homers, 41 RBIs. Had the same average in the real season, but 11 homers and 28 RBIs. And here's Franklin. And a 110 swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Indians do strand a runner at second. But they cut the deficit in half and trail 2 to 1 going to the bottom of the second. Kochman, Napoli, and back to the top of the order for Willits here in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch to Kochman. And a 2-7 against the lefty, he draws a walk. They will not hold Kochman on. Here's Mike Napoli. And a 5-8 against the righty. Grounder to short. Peralta bobbles it, but gets the second to get the sure out, and they won't have a return throw for Napoli. So Napoli replaces. He's a B stealer. He had 5 stolen bases as a catcher. That's actually pretty good. 5 out of 7. So they will hold him on. He'll be 50-50. And here's Reggie Willits. 6-7. And switch hitter batting right-handed. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Meister Turris now up, 2 outs, runner on first, and Angels leading 2 to 1. 3-4 line drive to Casey Blake at third, and he snags it, and that will retire the side. The Angels strand 1 on no hits. And we go to the top of the third. The Angels lead 2 to 1. Blake, Sizemore, and Cabrera due up for the Indians here in the top of the third. And Casey Blake, 249 average, 17 homers, 62 RBIs in the replay. On the real season, 268 average, 15 homers, 66 RBIs. And a 1-7 swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Weaver. Back to the top of the order, Grady Sizemore. He struck out his first time up. 6-10, and against the lefty, ground ball to second. And there, Kendrick over to first. Now there's 2 outs. As Dribble Cabrera grounded out his first time up. 3-9, and he swings and misses, strike 3. So good inning for Jered Weaver here in the top of the third. And we go to the bottom half of the third. Angels still lead 2-1. And here's the Laffey, Cabrera, Anderson, and Kendrick due up here in the bottom of the third. And a 4-8. 1-4 single chance. That's a 9. So nice play by as Dribble Cabrera doesn't get past him. And he throws out Cabrera, 1 down. And Garrett Anderson, whose 2-run homer gave the Angels a 2-0 lead, is now up. 4-3. Right field chance for Gutierrez. He is a 1, and that is in range. So that will retire Garrett Anderson. 2 away. And here's Howie Kendrick. Singled his last time up. 3-4. And that ball is driven to deep left field. Back to the warning track, to the wall, and gone. 1-9 home run chance. That clears it on a 1. And Laffey serves up another meatball. They go with to make another lasagna. And here's Juan Rivera. And a 3-10 pumps him up to short. And that retires the side. But the Angels get the run back and retain a two-run lead, leading 3-1. Going to the top of the fourth. And due up for the Indians, Hafner, Martinez, and Garco. And just a roster move that I didn't realize that needed to be made. Andy Marte has joined the Indians, if I didn't mention that before. Oops. And David DeLucci has also rejoined the Indians off the 60-day DL. 3-6, and ground ball to second for Hafner, and he is retired, 1 down. Victor Martinez now up, singled his last time up. And 2-10, grounder to first, and Kochman takes it to takes it to first himself. 2 away. And Ryan Garco now up, singled his last time up. 4-7, and on a 12 that gets over the third baseman's head, and Ryan Garco is 2 for 2. And Johnny Peralta grounded into a double play his last time up. 2 down, runner on first, Indians trail 3-1. And a 5-10 is to the shortstop. That's out of range for Cabrera. 5-10, he will make the play to end the inning. And a 6, that will retire Peralta. And the Indians are done here in the top of the fourth. We have a runner on a hit, and through 3.5, it's the Angels 3 and the Indians 1. Quinlan, Kochman, and Napoli, bottom of the order, due up for the Angels. Quinlan flew out his first time up. And the 410 is a catcher X. And Martinez is a 4 and a 5. Nothing to worry about for the wild pitch, but popped him up in front of home plate. Martinez takes charge and calls for it and makes the catch. 1 down. And here's Kochman. Walked his first time up. And against the lefty, fly ball to left. Lofton under it and retires Kochman. There's Napoli. Fielder's choice his first time up. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Laffey here in the 4th. And top of the 5th now for the Indians, bottom of the order, Lofton, Gutierrez, and Blake. And here's the pitch to Lofton. 2-7, draws a walk. And with a 2-run deficit, they will not send Lofton. And now due up is Franklin Gutierrez. Struck out his first time up. And ground ball to short. Got the right column, but wrong result. Cabrera to Kendrick. Over to Kochman. Double play. Second double play turned by the Angels. And now it's Casey Blake's turn with 2 out and nobody on. Struck out his first time up. 2-7 and not a 1, so that's a fly ball to center field. And Willits will put it away. And the Indians are done here in the top of the 5th. Going to the bottom of the 5th, third time through the order for the Angels already. And Laffey will try to do what he can. Here is Reggie Willits. For 8 and switch hitter batting right-handed. 1-4 single chance. Nice stop by Cabrera. Throws him out. 1 away. And here's Maestro's Turris. 4-9, switch hitter batting right-handed. Fly ball to right, and Gutierrez retires Maestro's Turris 2 away. Here's Orlando Cabrera. 4-6, and against a righty, that's into left field for a single. And Cabrera has his first hit of the day. Brings up Mr. Anderson. Garrett is 1 for 2 with a homer. And 4-6 against the lefty. 1-11 double chance, but it gets cut off. But going to third is Cabrera. First and third. And one more hit, and Laffey is tired. Well, I have the overused Tom Masney loosening in the pen. So first and third, 2 down. And this will probably be it for Laffey anyways. Oof. Well, Kendrick is 2 for 2. Now they'll pitch to him. 6-11 against a righty. Ground ball to third, and Blake will retire Kendrick, and that will retire the side. Top Tom Mastny is loosening in the pen. He will come on. And Weaver will stay out. He has although this is his point of weakness inning, the sixth inning. Top of the order, Sizemore, Cabrera, and Hafner. Six, seven against the lefty. Swing. No, sorry, nope. Not swing and a miss against the lefty. That's a base hit to center field. And they will not send Sizemore. They will hold him on. And that makes Cabrera an A hit and run, and they will try to do that. I might keep him on the double play ball. All right, here's the windup and the pitch to Cabrera. Off goes Sizemore. And a 5 on an A. A and a 5. Base hit and going to third is Sizemore. And the Indians have runners on the corners with nobody out. And the Angels will get bullpen action. Chris Bootcheck is loosening in the pen. Yep. And they'll let pitch to Hafner. Let's probably be his last batter. Here's Travis Hafner. 2-10. And a ground ball to short. The second for one relay is in time. Run scores on the double play. Indians cut the deficit to 3-2. And now brings up Victor Martinez. Three, 4 is a ground ball to short, and that will retire the side. The Indians do tack on a run. And Tom Mastny will be coming on to... Now, Mastny, yes, he's already... I know I'm violating Stratomatic rules by using pitchers already over their season totals, but forgive me. I've not used Mastny in a while because of this. All right, Tom Mastny's stats on the season. On the replay, 3-2, 61 2/3 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 26 walks, 46 strikeouts, and a 5.55 ERA. On the real season, he was 6-2 with 50 1/3 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 29 walks, 47 strikeouts, and a 4.47 ERA. Mastny will face Rivera, Quinlan, and Kochman. And a 1-3 is a ground ball to second. And that retires Rivera. And Rob Quinlan, 0 for 2. 2-4, and that's a single into center field. And Casey Kochman they're holding on Quinlan. He'd be a C-stealer, so yeah, they would have to hold him on. 3-8. And that ball is driven to center field and over Sizemore's head. One hops the wall. Quinlan was being held on, so that makes him an 11. The center fielder Sizemore takes it. He does not reduce anything. They'll hold Quinlan at third. And second and third with one out. And here's Mike Napoli Infield brought in. Five, 10. And that's a fly ball, shallow center field. Not deep enough to get the run home from third. And making the catch is Sizemore. 2 away. Big out for Masney. And the infield will go back to normal, bringing up Reggie Willits. Five, 9. And switch hitter batting left-handed. Fly ball, center field. Sizemore says he has it. He does. And that retires the side. So Indians get out of a one out second and third jam. And we go to the top of the 7th. And we'll have Chris Buchek come into the game. The Indians will get bullpen action themselves. Rafael Perez. Maybe? No. Not switchy righty-lefty. Yeah, maybe they will. All right, Rafael Perez is loosening in the pen. All right, and Chris Buchek will be coming into the game for the Angels. And he'll face Garco, Peralta, and Lofton. Garco 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Here's the pitch to Garco. 3-2 against a righty. That's popped into foul territory, third base side. And third baseman Turris will have room to put it away. 1 down. Johnny Peralta. 0 for 2, 2 groundouts to shortstop. 3-6. And against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. That brings up Kenny Lofton, walking a single in 2 appearances. 2-9 and grounds at the short. And a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Buchek. We stretch time here at the Big A, or used to be called the Big A. Senior, take me out to the ball games. At the old ball game. Actually, they probably will not go to Rafael Perez. He did get kind of lit up before. Timeout. I gotta check for Jensen Lewis pitching usage. That's right. The bullpen did get for spoiler alert. No bullpen usage for the night before. So we'll see what you can see what happened. Jensen Lewis will come into the game. Lewis on the season on the replay. 1-0, 21 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, 6 walks, 18 strikeouts, and a 2.57 ERA. On the real season, 0-1, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts, and a 3.20 ERA. Meister's Turris will be first batter he faces. 3-4, and against a righty, line drive right to the third baseman. 1 down. And Orlando Cabrera. And foul ball. And we'll do it again. Six, and that's a 14. Nice play by Casey Blake to range over and snag that line drive. 2 down. And Garrett Anderson now up. 3-7 and popped him up. First base side, Garco calls for it and makes the catch. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th. Buchek will stay out. Gutierrez, Blake, and Sizemore. See if Buchek can bridge the gap to possibly Francisco Rodriguez in the 9th inning. All right, here's Franklin Gutierrez. Justin Spire is loosening in the pen. Here's the pitch to Gutierrez. 4-4. Catcher X chance 16 for Napoli is in range. 3. And that's just a pop up into fair territory, and making the catches Napoli, 1 away. Here's Casey Blake. 6-5, ground ball to short. 2 down. And here's Grady Sizemore. Sizemore 1 for 3 with a single. 4-7, base hit to center field. And he will be held on. Oh boy, down a run. You need to get a runner into scoring position. Yeah, I'll do it. So Sizemore being held, A Steeler, 1-15. Being held on makes him a 1-13. Napoli does not reduce that any. 1-13. And he steals it. So that is stolen base number 38 for Sizemore. And now it's Dribble Cabrera. And they will, after that, they're going to call time. Actually, no, they can't. There's middle of the count. Well, they could, but no. They'll leave Buchek in. And here is this Dribble Cabrera, runner on second. 2 down. Indians trail by a run. 6-9. Switch hitter batting left-handed. And he is weak power against right-handed batting. And of course he hits the one when you don't want him to, but that's still a base hit. Scoring from second is Sizemore. The stolen base pays off. And the Indians tie the game at 3. Wow. And Justin Spire will now come into the game. Try to keep the game tied. Let's see, righty. Rafael Betancourt is loosening to come into the game. Justin Spire now in. And Joe Borowski is also loosening in the pen. Actually, no, he'd be loosening for next inning. All right, here's Hafner facing Spire. 3-11, ground ball to short, and that will retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 3. And in comes a Rafael Betancourt. Betancourt on the season. 3-5, 72 innings pitched, 16 earned runs allowed, 6 walks, 66 strikeouts, 3 saves, and a 2.00 ERA. On the real season, 4-1, 68 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 8 walks, 61 strikeouts, 1 save, and a 1.59 ERA. So Betancourt will take over. He will face Kendrick, Rivera, and Quinlan. And here's the pitch to Kendrick. 1-7. Fly ball to left. And that retires Kendrick. And here's Juan Rivera. 6-9. And that will get by Peralta. 3-2. That's a base hit. And are they going to get somebody to run for Rivera at an 11? They're playing right field. Yes, they will. Nathan Haynes will come on to pinch run for Rivera. And he will stay in the game and play right field. Okay, so brings up Rob Quinlan. And Haynes, well, he does have good speed, is not a good base stealer, so they will hold him on even though he was a D-stealer. There's Quinlan, 1 for 3 with a single. 2-8, popped him up. A shortstop, and Peralta puts it away, 2 down. And here's Casey Kochman. (6-2). And that ball is driven to deep right field, going back to the warning track, to the wall, and gone. The freak home run chance there. And Kochman gives the Angels the lead back at 5-3. And Francisco Rodriguez is loosening in a hurry in the bullpen. Here's Mike Napoli. 4-4, catcher X, 13 in range. Caught in fair territory is Martinez, and that retires the side. It's K-Rod time here in the 9th as the 2-run homer by Kochman gives the Angels a 5-3 lead. And coming up after the game, there's hyper-fast scoring. We will see multiple games being shown. And here's Victor Martinez. (3-4), ground ball to short. 1 away. There's Ryan Garco. 3-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. Last hope for the Indians, Johnny Peralta. 3-9, and Johnny strikeout does his job, swing and a miss, strike 3. And a 1-2-3 ninth inning, and that's your ball game. The Indians fall to the Angels, 5-3. I'll be right back with the line score and set up hyperfast scoring. Be right back after this. All right, final line score. The Angels, 5 runs and 9 hits, buoyed by 3 home runs and no errors. The Indians, 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. They grounded into 3 double plays, which did not help their cause. All right, so the Indians fall to 68 and 75. The Angels improve to 70 and 73. And be right back with your hyperfast scoring matchup. All right, we'll start in Baltimore. The American League East leading Boston Red Sox against the Baltimore Orioles. Josh Beckett against Jeremy Guthrie. And the Red Sox need a 3.35 or higher. Oh, and the 5 gets them in clutch, gets the win. And the timeout. I think I'm missing the Blue Jays game. I am. Oh no, we got it. Okay, so in second place, the Toronto Blue Jays, 4 games back, trying to keep it 4 games back. They are in Tropicana Field. Jesse Litch and big game James Shields, or would be at least at that time. The Rays are a 6-4-3 favorite. Oh, 5-2-5. They tried to blow it, but that's a loss for the Blue Jays, and so the Red Sox are now 5 ahead of the Blue Jays. Now, can the Yankees move into second place with their game? They face the Royals, Chen-Ming Wong and Zach Greinke, one of the few players still playing in 2023. And the Yankees need a 1.54 or higher to move into second place. Actually, no, they can't move into second place. They'll be a half game out of second place. 5-2-1, and that will do it. So the Yankees get the win. And we move to the Wild and Woolly National League wild card. Won't play them all, but the Braves, one of the teams tied for first, host the Nationals. Jason Bergman for the Nationals and Lance Cormier for the Braves. The Braves are only a 2-3-4 favorite, so they have to roll kind of low. And they do 1-1-4, and they will at least keep their share of the lead. And now it's the other team that's tied with them, the Cincinnati Reds. They host the Milwaukee Brewers, which they just actually got done playing in real life. Ben Sheets for the Brewers and Phil Dumatrate for the Reds. Reds need another low roll, 1.53 or lower to stay tied. No, 3-5-1. They lose, so they will fall a game back. Of the wild card. And actually, that puts the Brewers at 71 and 71. That puts them 2 games back now. Or puts them right in the thick of it. All right, and now we have the Rockies and the Padres in Coors Field. Chris Young pitching for the Padres and Josh Fogg for the Rockies. Colorado is a 3-2-5 favorite. No, 6-6-2, and they obliterate the Rockies. So with that, with the Braves winning, the Reds losing, So 73 and 69. Now the Padres are still a half game back, but they move into second place now. And next game up is the San Francisco Giants and the division-leading Los Angeles Dodgers. Brad Penny for the Dodgers and Matt Cain for the Giants. And the Giants need a 4.42 or lower. And they get it. 1-3-5, red, blue, and green. And they get the win. And now we move back to the American League. The American League West, where the Oakland A's have a 1.5 lead on the Mariners. They host the Texas Rangers. Texas actually did a number on them this series. Jerry DiNardo for the A's and Kevin Millwood for the Rangers. And the A's need a 4.26 or higher. And they get it, 6-4-5. So they will keep at least a 1.5 lead. Mariners, who have sort of been free-falling, head to Detroit. King Felix Hernandez against Jeremy Bonderman. The Mariners need a 1.55 or higher to keep pace. And they do, 5-3-1. And the final game, of course, one that the Indians kind of hoping for, the final game of the series against the White Sox. Johan Santana and against John Garland. And, oh, oops, I think we already got that. I think we already did that. Okay. Nope. Okay, someone didn't. Sorry. 4-3-6 for Chicago. To spoil the Twins party. 4-6-2. No! So the Twins will win this one. They won the game in real life too, 5-2. So the Twins will take a 2-game lead into Monday's action, which will start a 2 or 3 game series against the Indians. Will head to Chicago to face the White Sox. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you have not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.